Hello, I'm JeffBloodRain and welcome back to Kathy Rain. So, there is a sequel to this coming out, and I do have the demo downloaded. It is the sequel to Kathy Rain is supposed to be coming out this month, actually. Sometime soon this month, so. That being said, we will be playing Kathy Rain 2, Soothsayer. Then, this game came out about 8 years ago. 2016, around that time frame, so.
A thick book about math.
Yeah, it was thick, alright.
Just some old bills. Nothing interesting. An old typewriter covered in cobwebs. Decades old coffee. Lovely.
Ew, how long's that been sitting here?
Yeah. I'm good, thanks. Various books and office supplies. Nothing in particular catches the eye. Might be something useful in there.
That way, Kathy.
Nothing. Might be something useful in
Okay, is this the same dialogue?
empty.
Yep.
A worn office chair on wheels. I'm feeling a sudden urge to do a race.
Alright, so. Locked. Briefcase.
A leather briefcase sealed by a combination lock. Nope, that's not it.
Alright, let's go show the new book to the new item we got to Granny.
Oh, hello, dear. Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma? Not at all, dear. What's on your mind? I found a locked briefcase in the attic. Do you know anything about it? Oh, that old thing? Joseph said there were just some old boring Air Force papers in there. If that was the case, why use an intricate combination lock? That's a very good question, dear. In any case, I wouldn't know how to open it. Well, gotta go, Grams. Talk to you later. Bye, Kathy.
The Secrets of Infinite Numbers by Arthur P. Gibson, I think. Pi 3.114159.
I found this book in the attic. Recognize it? Oh, yes. I bought it for Joseph's birthday once. He was always fascinated by numbers. He believed that math could explain everything in this world. He was a man of science. There's no denying that.
Alright, let's go up to the attic again and see what's in the briefcase. Alright, the combination is
A thick yellow envelope.
okay, that's it.
It's the envelope I found in the briefcase. Let's see what's in here. There were two pictures, a newspaper clipping, a key, and a TV inside. Standard microtape labeled answer machine. It should play fine in Mr. Dicto.
Okay, there we go.
You've reached the Rain resident. Leave a message after the beep. Hello, Joseph. Mrs. Rain. It's me, Charles. I thought I'd give you a call. Erica just had her firstborn. It's a boy. Thankfully, he looks nothing like his father. Listen, I was thinking maybe you'd like to come and visit. And what about your little Kathy? She wants to see the baby. So anyway, hope to see you soon. All the best. Bye.
And then a static.
You people make me sick. We're never coming back. Don't call, don't write. If you ever try to contact us, I will call the police.
Kathy's mother or Erica?
Joseph, you there? It's me, Cocky. It happened to me too. And I'm not going to tell any of those bastards. They got it all wrong. You're the only one I trust now. Just call me back as soon as you can.
I wonder who this Cocky is.
My thoughts exactly. Alright, maybe we can ask Gran about that.
Looks overexposed. I can't make much out. I think I see trees in the background, but most of the picture is just bright white. There's probably some way to enhance this back at school. I'll figure it out tomorrow when I'm back. Grandpa in uniform with two other men. Something is handwritten on the back. Flight training. McConnell Air Force Base, 1941. Tragic drowning in Conwell Springs. In early morning on Sunday the 14th, a teenage girl found dead in Conwell Lake. The girl is survived by her mother, father, and younger brother. The funeral service will be held at Conwell Cemetery on the 21st of July. The notice is dated July 15th, 1975. Tragic story. I wonder why Grandpa sneaks this. It's a small key, fairly modern design. No identifying tag, unfortunately. I wonder what this unlocks.
Well, let's go find out.
Oh, hello, dear. Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma? Not at all, dear. What's on your mind? Does the nickname Cocky mean anything to you? Sounds vaguely familiar. It reminds me of the aviator call signs Joseph and his friends gave one another. Joseph was vigilante. I can't count the number of times he got into trouble for breaking the rules. To this day, I have no idea how he always managed to land on his feet. Must be hereditary, given the things I've gotten away with. Every time I wake up, I am genuinely surprised that I'm not in jail.
I don't think you should have said anything.
I'm sure it's not that bad, dear. But to get back to the subject, you don't have any idea of who this Cocky is? I'm afraid now. The Air Force might be a good place to start.
I think I have the number. I can't remember if I got that.
I don't see a reason to ask her about that.
Do it!
Can you tell me anything about McConnell Air Force Base? It's not very far from Conwell Springs. Joseph was stationed there for some time during the war. I believe they're still training their pilots there today. So, when did Grandpa enlist in the Air Force? Oh, it was barely past the honeymoon when Joseph left to fight in that terrible war, together with his best friend Charles and my brother Andrew. Those were nerve-wracking years. I was so worried I thought I would burst. Every short visit from Joseph was a joy, but he kept going back to the front, to my great dismay. When I told Joseph about being pregnant with your father, he finally realized that enough was enough. He had done his duty. Shortly thereafter, he returned to a quiet farmer's life in this very house, helping your great-grandfather with the crops. And until he passed. Do you know anything about a young girl drowning around here? Oh, yes. It was the saddest thing. She was only 16. We never really knew the family. They preferred to keep to themselves. Do you remember the name of the girl or her family? I'm awfully sorry, dear. I just can't recall. That's okay, Grandma. I was just wondering why Grandpa would have wanted to save us. Joseph was always affected by the tragedy of others. Perhaps he wanted to do something for the family. In any case, he didn't speak to me about it. Well, gotta go, Grams. Talk to you later. Bye, Kathy.
Alright, let's ask her about,
I don't think we need to discuss
do it! Kathy. You better not pull this crap in the second episode, the second game.
Grams, can you tell me anything about this picture? It looks awfully bright. Perhaps something was wrong with the camera. Yeah, maybe. I should try to figure something out tomorrow at the university. Look at this photo I found in a locked briefcase. Goodness, I haven't seen that picture in years. This was taken when Joseph was stationed at McConnell Air Force Base. That's him right there on the left. What about the other two? I don't remember the name of the smiling man in the back. The gentleman on the right was Joseph's best friend, Charles Wade. What can you tell me about Charles Wade? Well, I do know he has made quite a name for himself since he and Joseph went to war together. Apparently, he came up with some brilliant piece of engineering for the airplanes. They use it everywhere now. Any idea how to get in touch with him? I'm afraid not, dear. I haven't seen him for years. He and Joseph grew apart before you were born. Any particular reason for that? Oh, not that I recall. Do you know anything about the story, Grandma? Not much, dear. It was the saddest thing. The girl was only 16 years old. We never really knew the family. They preferred to keep to themselves. Do you remember their names? Let me think. I'm awfully sorry, dear. I just can't recall. That's quite all right, Grandma. I was just wondering why Grandpa would have wanted to save this. Joseph was always tragedy of others. Perhaps he wanted to do something for the family to ease their pain. In any case, he didn't speak to me about it. Okay. Do you recognize this key, Grandma? I found it in the attic. I'm afraid not, dear.
Oh, that's it.
See you later, Grams. Take care, dear.
Alright, let's make some phone calls.
Damn, no Charles Wade in here. Was worth a shot, but being rich and famous and all, I guess he's got a hidden number. No hit for Wade Industries either, but it was kind of a long shot for them to have an office in this small county anyway. I should try to get a hold of him some other way. No result for that. Nope, couldn't find it. Alright, got it.
Alright.
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Hi, I was just wondering if you had time to answer a few questions.
Sure thing, man. Ask away.
Do you know anything about what happened to Joseph Rain in 81?
I know that he was no longer stationed here at the base at that time. He'd left the Air Force decades earlier. But as a Conwell Springs citizen, sure, I've heard rumors just like everybody else. How he was found by the sheriff, all messed up, walking out of the woods with some kind of unexplained brain damage.
as to what he was doing out there?
I'm afraid not, man. But I'm positive that it had nothing to do with this base or our operations here.
Okay, what can you tell me about the at McConnell?
Well, Joseph Ray is a legend around here. A pile of metals weighs more than my car. I was fortunate enough to meet him before he suffered his injury, and I must say, what an inspiring man. I'm positive that he would have made general if he'd stuck around.
Any idea why he quit? He looks so happy in the pictures from the war.
Oh, your family man?
Granddaughter.
Well, then I'm sorry for your loss. I heard about his recent passing.
Appreciate it, buddy. So, about him quitting.
I shouldn't speak ill of the dead, but some say the war broke him. Me? I don't think so. When I met him, he had this aura about him, like he wasn't afraid of anything. Maybe it was his guilt. He ended a lot of lives, but that's just me speculating.
Gotcha. Thanks for the thoughts. Do you recognize the aviator call sign Cocky?
Afraid not, man. I know all the call signs here, and I'm positive it's not one of them.
This isn't current, though. It might have been used as early as World War II.
Oh, that's unfortunate. We don't keep any official records of call signs. The only option I can think of is to get a hold of somebody who was around back then.
Any suggestions?
The only person I can think of who is still alive would be Charles Wade.
Alright, thanks.
My pleasure, man. Anything else I can help you with?
What can you tell me about McConnell Air Force Base?
This is one of the oldest Air Force bases in the U.S. established during World War I. The main purpose of it is to train fighter pilots. McConnell's flight school is well renowned all around the country. In the late 80s, the school started accepting a limited number of civilian applicants due to the high demand. Some of the most famous dogfighters in U.S. history, such as Fireball Jenkins, Joseph Vigilante Rain, and Brett Savior Myers, trained at this very base. Charles Wade, the great industrialist, did too. Some claim that many of his revolutionary ideas came from the former chief mechanic here, the late Niles Bloom.
Interesting. Thanks for the history lesson. I don't see a reason to ask you about that.
Do it.
I'm trying to get a hold of Charles Wade. Would you happen to know how to reach him?
I'm sorry, man, but Charles Wade is a public figure. He has explicitly asked us not to provide his contact details to anyone.
Is there any way you can make an exception? I really need to talk to Mr. Wade.
So can do. I can't really help you out unless you have some sort of official business.
Plead with him. Pretend to be a cop.
I do have official business. I'm Deputy Reagan. I'm calling from Conwell French.
Yeah, he's on. He.
Nice try.
Yeah.
Call right.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cough in the mic.
Clearly see that you're not calling from the station.
So now we're gonna go back to the station and call again.
Damn, I can't pull that off if I call from here.
Well, with that being said, I guess we gotta go back to the sheriff's station. And in order to get to the phone here, we're gonna have to distract Lenny again. And he didn't even look away.
Hey,
Hi there.
Persuade him to distract Lenny.
could you distract Lenny again?
Sure, I needed to puke again anyway.
Good to know.
Must be eating a lot of bad food if you have to puke this much. Oh, Lenny.
Guess what? He's having some kind of fit in there.
Not again.
Here we go again.
How does this sheriff not see any of this? Alright, let's dial the number. And get,
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Hi. I was just wondering if you had time to answer a few questions.
Sure thing, man. Ask away.
I'm trying to get a hold of Charles Wade. Would you happen to know how to reach him?
I'm sorry, man, but Charles Wade is a public figure. He has explicitly asked us not to provide his contact details.
Is there any way you can make an exception? I really need to talk to Mr. Wade.
Go can do.
He's gonna run up the
Some sort of official
sheriff's office phone bill.
I do have official business. I'm Deputy Reagan. I'm calling from Conwell Springs Sheriff's Department.
You see that you're actually calling from the station. Say you're a cop. You don't sound like a cop.
Ignore his doubts, threaten to report him, accuse him of being...
Contacting Mr. Wade is crucial to an ongoing investigation. I can't divulge any details at this time, but I'm going to need that number right away.
I don't believe you. The sheriff.
Yeah, I'd rather not.
Crap.
Well, let's try this again. Take 2. Or 3, I should say.
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Hi. I was just wondering if you had time to answer a few questions.
Sure thing, man. Ask away.
Do you have time to cough?
I'm trying to get a hold of Charles Wade. Would you happen to know how to reach him?
I'm sorry, man, but Charles Wade is a public figure. He has explicitly asked us not to provide his contact details to anyone.
Is there any way you could make an exception? I really need to talk to Mr. Wade.
So can do. I can't really help you out unless you have some sort of official business.
I do have official business. I'm Deputy Reagan. I'm calling from Conwell Springs Sheriff's Department.
You see that you're actually calling. Say you're a cop. You don't sound like a cop.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? It's just because I'm a woman, right? Women don't belong in law enforcement? Is that what you're saying? That's so sexist.
Now that's hardly what...
Do you have any idea what I have to go through every day? Nobody takes me seriously. The dirty looks, the sexual innuendos,
Relax, okay? I'll check the files. It's 555-7641.
Thanks, buddy.
Wait, residence.
Hi, this is Kathy Rain. I'm calling for Charles Wade.
He doesn't live here anymore. What's this about? What do you want with my father?
I'd just like to have a quick word with Mr. Wade. It's about my grandfather, Joseph Rain.
You are 20 years late, girl. My father has neither time nor energy to deal with you people.
But
This conversation is over. Unless my father explicitly says he wants to talk to you, it's not going to happen.
Well, that one, well...
stuck-up, overclass witch. Well, she hasn't heard the last from me. I'm going to talk to that old man one way or another.
I wonder if he's still in there.
I should use this time to poke around.
Poke around to what? There's nothing to poke around here. Let's go question him again.
Nah, I should use this time to poke around.
Oh my gosh.
Might be something useful in there. Fax machines, the pinnacle of modern technology. I got the key already. I don't think I need to mess with that anymore. Lots of police reports, organized alphabetically.
Well, she wants to poke around, so...
Maybe there's something in here about that trial. Nope. Looks like I'm gonna need her name.
Now can we leave? Can we go in here still?
I should use this time to poke around.
Something to poke around at. I remember the name was on one of these tombstones. One of the ski,
That combination makes no sense.
not the end of you. Lily
This is
Myers.
the right date. Looks like her name is Lily Myers. I should try to get a hold of her family.
Yeah, good luck with that, Kathy. Alright.
I wonder what that kid is doing here all alone.
Little boy.
A little boy, maybe 5 or 6 years old. Hey kid, all yourself. What are you doing? None of your business. Huh, I like you, kid. You're not here alone, right? Where's your mom? Oh, she's around.
I had a feeling this might be Kathy
I don't
Kid's,
see her.
Kathy Rain's child because they got the same hair color.
I'll go look for your mom, okay? Don't go anywhere. Whatever.
Whatever. Yeah, well, there's a good chance you're his mother because you got the same hair color as him. I knew we could do that. Well, the mother is clearly nowhere to be found. And the kid's gone. Or was this a figment of my imagination?
Guess he found his mom.
Or he was talking to his mom. You don't know. But can we look at this gravesite? Yeah.
The grave is brimming with flowers. I'm gonna find out what happened to you, Grandpa. I promise.
Yep, I guess we go back to the grandma's house. Dang it, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, can we use the phone for anything yet? Or do we need to go present our new information?
She's been dead for 2 decades. I could try to find someone in her family, but I'll need a full name.
That's no good.
Oh, hello, dear. Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma? Not at all, dear. What's on your mind? I found out that the drowned girl's name was Lily Myers. Ring a bell? Oh, yes. Oh, how could I forget? Sue, Jack, Tony, children, Lily, and Nathan. Do they still live around here? Mother and son do. I see them in town from time to time. They live somewhere near the lake. But Jack, was it? No. He disappeared not long after Lily took her own life. Oh, she killed herself. That's mysterious. Oh, that girl. In trouble. Jeez. Truman made an official statement later. It was an accident. I see. Do you know how I can reach the family? Not really, dear. Like I said, they tend to keep to themselves.
The Myers family.
I don't see a reason to.
Oh my gosh, Kathy, just ask her.
Bye, Grandma. I'll be back later. So long.
Maybe we can find the number in the phone book?
Alright, found an address.
New location added. But we will go see Lily's mother in the next episode. And that's going to end this episode of Kathy Rain. I hope you guys had fun. I'm JeffBloodRain. I hope you guys had fun. And I'll see you next time.